It's Wednesday, people. It is 8 p.m. and it is 3 Men and a Vape Show. I can't believe that I'm so happy and sober. It is 7 days, people. 7 days without a beer. I'm absolutely over the moon. I need to get chat up. How are we doing, people? We all right?
Everyone in chat should have heard him before the show, slurring his words. Hey, boys, all right? Yeah, you know, dizzy.
Big love to Bill Richards. Thank you very much, buddy.
It looked a lot like his profile picture from last week's video, the cover picture.
Like that. Do you know the amount of people who actually commented on that and said they were absolutely brilliant? They loved it.
Are you red cheeks gone down?
Yeah.
Is that actually a thing, or is it just you've been playing with your software?
I've been playing, bro.
He's also really pissed. He's just using a sober filter.
Yes, the sober one. You can see it's now getting a little bit red as I'm smiling. I think I might have a bit of what's it called? High blood pressure, maybe. I need to go to the doctors. By day 5, I felt like I needed to go to the hospital, to be honest with you. Thank you very much, Lord John Lynn. 100 Norks for beer money. That'll be waited until the end of, or the beginning of November. We have got a special guest on as well. It is Matt from Rascal Reviews. How are you, brother?
Yeah, good, thank you. How are you?
Absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
No problem.
Thanks for having me. We'll be delving deep inside your mind.
You won't have to deep far.
How you been doing, Ali?
I'm all right. I'm bladdered. Absolutely pissed. No, I'm all right. I'm knackered. So I'm actually going through monsters like no tomorrow. It's been a hectic day. But, you know, in last, literally 2 minutes, I have just sprung to life. I've woke up. And I just want to confirm to everyone, we were actually on time. We were just talking. And I looked at the clock and went, oh, shit, quick, we got to go.
It's 1 o'clock.
You've had a hectic day today, really, Hardy. You had a very important day, haven't you?
Gary, get it?
Yeah. We've launched Untold. And then, so I've been dealing with that because obviously there was a premiere on the YouTube announcement video at 8 o'clock this morning. And then we had, obviously, Instagram went crazy, my YouTube comments, Facebook went crazy. And then I got to work and school phoned me to tell me that I had to pick my son up because they'd been in severe trouble. So on top of what's probably the busiest day of this year so far, I had to come home early to sort my family out. I thought, cheers for that, mate. But no, it's been a good day. Like I says, I've woke up a bit more now. I probably won't be able to sleep tonight because I've had so much energy drink. But it's good. And there's lots of positive news about Untold as well. So all in all, apart from the negative news about today, I'm in a quite positive, high-pumped mood.
That's what I'm like, exactly. Big love to everybody who has joined us in chat. You are a bunch of stars. All the support you keep giving this show week in, week out, you are absolutely amazing. I hope everybody is all good. Sober October, if you would like to donate, is pinned at the top. I think we're roughly around about £1,180, which is absolutely amazing. There will be a vlog later on tonight, which is like if you do cry or anything like that, it's a little bit of a touching one. This one, even I had a bit of a cry. So it's going to be a good vlog, this one, so make sure you check it out. What else are we going to say? Oh, we've got the people who watch it on the replay. Let's play it. Look, he's even got a t-shirt.
Say hello to the people who left a comment. Something like that, I don't know. Say hello to the people who left a comment. Something like that, I don't know.
Let's let him have another look at your t-shirt. Can they get the do-do-do-doos? Oh,
Do. I don't know if I spelled it right.
YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming as such views. It's not stopped on here, though. Let's just keep on going.
We're still going. Maybe your computer's drunk now.
Yeah, the computer's drunk. Okay, give the shout-outs.
Right, shout-outs, peoples. 19 comments, so I'm just going to go through names and then we'll have a quick look through what people said. Gaz Evans, Grumpster, Frankenmeister, Gary Kennett, Sarah F. Paul Anderson, Paul Fulliger, Paul Schofield. A lot of Pauls this week. Ori Embraces, Scott Lee, Melanie Baxendale, Christopher Edwards, Pam Brighter, got it right, first time,
Hi, Pam.
and Thomas Leach. Hi, Pam. There were a few comments. And Sarah F said, smashed it, Aiden. Great cause. Sheffield Macmillan, Weston Park is so close to home for me. Frankie Mice says, great show. That ad for Artery by the Father Cold Steel is in poor taste. Which I thought were a bit strange to randomly chuck a gun theme to it. It just seemed a bit out of blue to me.
Yeah, the AK-47.
Yeah.
They've actually sent it out, you know, a bit like Oxford as well. It's supposed to be coming out to me. It comes in a package like the Oxford one. It's actually got the gun with the key chain in it, and all the coils are in gold.
Crikey.
It's still saying on here, error, YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain a smooth stream, but everything is all right here, so nobody said anything in chat, so it must be okay.
Must be fine. Yeah, it looks all right on the stream. We'll keep going.
Thank you so much to the people who are on the replay. You mean just as much to us as the wonderful people who are in chat. Keep sticking them comments down below and keep showing the love. A bit of love. Stream's perfect here. Thanks, Stuart. Hope you're okay, buddy. Right then. What are we going to do now? Have you got the vape book or?
No, well, I haven't, because this man is so new. I just thought, although according to, I must admit, Matt, I don't know a great deal about it, but I think Harley has been talking with you a bit about before. Maybe Harley's more qualified than I am in talking about you. But from what I've heard, you were kind of on Instagram and things like that, and recently you started doing reviews. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, in a nutshell.
You've got a nice following on Instagram, haven't you, Matt? How many subjects?
I've got about 2,500 at the moment.
How long have you been doing that for?
It's going to be just over 12 months. August last year I started. Yeah, so
it's a nice quick following then.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
I think you were saying to Aidan before show that you've had the YouTube account from before.
That's right. Yeah.
Have you not?
That's when I first started out, and I had the YouTube. I did a couple of videos and wasn't 100% sure what I was doing, really, to be honest. And just gone from there. I went back to Instagram. I've been doing a bit of influencing and a few short video reviews, and I've just started uploading to YouTube again, really.
Have you been putting the bottles in your tits?
Just like that, yeah. I like to get into like a bikini and grease myself up and see what comes,
That sounds like a perfect reason to sub to his channel, folks.
Yeah, the wonderful Flat Cap has put his actual channel link. Please go and give him a sub. I think you're only at about 4 or 5 when I look. So let's see if we can get him up over the 20s, people. Show the 3 Men and a Vape show love. Now, when we were talking just before we came on, you were saying your reasonings behind it. You're a vapor and you love vaping, and that's sort of, well, you explain it how you explained it to me.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see myself as a reviewer. I'm just a hobby vapist. I know what I like, and I like to put a video out on it. I don't see myself as a reviewer, really. And if people want to watch it, brilliant. If they don't, then that's that's the way it is.
Big shout out, Darren M.
So you do it for the love of doing it rather than
that's what. Yeah. I mean, I don't get me wrong. It's nice to get people watching and following and that, but as far as I'm concerned, I pay for everything I review, and I just put my honest review out on it. And if people want to watch it, that's brilliant. It's all about getting people vaping rather than smoking, isn't it? And if I try and do mine in a way where it's trying to give people advice in layman's terms, like I started watching sort of people like Grim Green and people like that, and they're good. I was finding it a little bit confusing to start with when I was first starting out, and I just want to try and be.
Well, there's so many reviewers now. Like you will get some reviewers who will say, "Oh, I wouldn't start now if I was going to review. I wouldn't bother starting. There's too many." But more of a difference of opinion is better. And
yes, definitely.
Someone could have 1,000 reviews, but then you don't know who's clicking on YouTube and just happen to come across your video as opposed to someone who's got 100,000 subscribers. So it's irrelevant, really. It's the fact that as many people getting content out of this as possible is going to help more people.
Yeah, that's what I was going for. I mean, I'm a hobby vapist. I was smoking for 15, nearly 20 years, and I found vaping on YouTube by watching a video. I seen people doing it in a pub and whatever, and I thought, what's this all about? And it was only from YouTube, really. So if I can do that for someone else, then that's all that matters, really.
How long have you been vaping for?
Coming on 5 years now.
So you're not new to the vaping world?
No. Yeah, I mean, before I just never really thought about putting the content out there. I was just doing it again, like I say, for me. And then I started watching the reviews, and I thought, well, I'll give that a go, and that's where I am now. To
be honest, when I uploaded my first review video, I'd never even watched a single review. My mate just went, "Do it," and I went, "Okay." Hi guys, this is the Smoke Node. I've never watched a review. Still haven't to this day. I just tell you guys and I have.
That's exactly what my reviews are like now. So hopefully I'll sort of get a bit better.
Yeah, it takes time, but I think anyone will say just keep putting the reviews out, and you just gain knowledge and experience. You've obviously got the knowledge anyway. You've been vaping 5 years.
Yeah.
What's kind of about your day-to-day setup? What's like something you'd vape on most time?
I'll be honest with you. Just recently at work, taking to work and that, I've been sort of on the Vupu Drag X. It's just a nice, simple vape. But if I'm at home, I'll either be on a mech like I've got this one here at the moment is the Mech Life Arclus.
Oh, he's a mech man.
Or, but not all the time though. I've also got my Vupu V217, is it? Yeah, the V217. And I'll just anything really. If it vapes well and I like the flavour, it's what I'll vape really. I've got everything from pods all the way up. So,
an important question in my eyes: would you rather have an RDA, RTA, or RDTA?
If you'd have asked me 6 months ago, I would have been RTA all the time. I've always had RTAs, but now I'm getting more into the dripping, so I'm more onto the RDAs.
No one ever says RDTA. I feel so alone.
Because they're annoying, Harley. They're annoying.
I don't know. I like a good RTA.
There's RDTA though. RDTA. Harley's a.
I've got a couple of RDTAs, and don't get me wrong, they've got their place, but
I love the Steam Crave stuff.
Yeah.
Shout out to Full Moon for the RDTA club.
Oh, RDTA friends.
You know, what I have got, and I quite like it, is the Brunhilde vape fly. That's not a bad vape. It's got some good flavour to it. So
there is a link in the chat, Gav Evans, to his. I think maybe Flat Cap will stick it in again if he's got it.
Yeah, I'll pop in. Go and sub to this man. So I'll tell you what I do want to know, because obviously with the influencing thing, a few weeks ago on the show, we had not a heated discussion, but a few times we've spoken about influencers, reviewers. But what first of all started you getting into the influencing side of things? Did it just kind of happen, or was it?
Yeah, it kind of. I fell upon it really. I was putting my stuff out on Instagram, and the company got hold of me and asked me if I wanted to promote their product, and I was a little bit like sort of, I can't really promote something that I haven't tried. Do you know what I mean? So they sent me a bottle out. I tried it. I liked it. So I'll give advice. I say it's not advice, is it? Because effectively you're selling it for them. But I wouldn't do it if I didn't like it. I wouldn't do it. I'd put it out there for someone like me who's come along and go, I wonder what that liquid tastes like. It's not a full review. It's more of an influence, but I wouldn't do it if I didn't like it. If that makes sense to you.
Yeah.
So did
influencing things that you like?
Yeah, I mean, there's influencers out there that will just push anything. And I like to think, yeah, exactly, yeah. And I like to think that I wouldn't do that. I like to try it. If it comes in and I'm not a fan of it, I'll send it back and say, look, I'm sorry, it's not for me. And then that's as far as it would go. I wouldn't push something I don't like.
We obviously our sort of side of it was the fact that when I first started, I'm a reviewer, I'm not an influencer. So influencers to mine, the way I look at it, are like they might not even like it and they want to stick it in the boobs, or they go, look, like clouds, that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Where as reviewers, you tell them what your opinion of that device is. Remember, it is only your opinion. Yeah. But if it is crap and it's got massive flaws in it, that's your job to tell them, look, hold on a minute.
Exactly, yeah.
The battery door really rattles and the buttons rattle and it doesn't fire properly, or there's a problem with it. That's a reviewer to me.
Sorry.
No, carry on, Matt. It's all
right. I agree. I agree in so much that you've got sort of three kinds of people in my eyes. You've got the reviewers who you've got four. You've got reviewers who will push anything and say it's good even if it's crap. Yep. You've got the reviewers that will be honest, but that's same in influencing. You've got influencers that will push anything to get free stuff. You've also got influencers that you'll only ever see good stuff. You won't have that negative like you do with a good reviewer, but that's because the stuff that they don't like, they've either sent back or thrown in the bin and not used. It's just how do you know which one each person is?
I tell you what would be interesting. People in chat might know. Now there might be some jokes about this one, but if you had I tell you what. Let's say we had Untold first chapter 1.
Crap.
It's
not really. It's good. It's really good.
You could watch one review, or you get a picture of a semi-naked woman holding a bottle. Which one is going to make you buy it more? An opinion from a reviewer or a picture of a semi-naked girl?
It's going to be a naked girl every time, isn't it?
There's a woman in Netherlands called Zayan. She's an influencer, but she doesn't get her boobs out. She does face paintings, and the stuff
she gets there and goes. It's not the boobs.
The stuff she does looks really good. And I was saying to her the other week, I'd much rather someone like her influence it than someone that's half naked, because you can't tell me that you flick for Instagram, see all these half naked women, and go, "Oh look, it's a bottle of Untold." It doesn't happen. You go, "Oh, look, that's some nice tits." I mean, you don't look at the liquid or the device. You look at the woman. And I'd rather you be looking at the device. I don't mind if you look at the other part of the picture either. But if I was a manufacturer of hardware, which I will be next year, or if I was a manufacturer of e-liquid, then I'd rather you look at my product, because that's what you get it away. You don't pay for it. But yeah, I mean, I'd rather it. You get what I'm saying.
I'll tell you what, though, I have found on Instagram now that I have to start hiding my phone when I'm looking at it, because obviously people, you follow them, they follow you, and you follow about all that. So you're scanning through, and we were laid in bed, and I was scanning through, and then there were a woman with a bottle of juice stuck in a G-string, like on all fours. I'm thinking, shit, if she sees that, she's going to think I'm on Pornhub.
Yeah, but I've never bought a bottle of e-liquid based on one photograph of a girl holding a bottle.
No, neither have I.
Like, I don't.
No,
yeah. You're going to be so disappointed when you're going, no, not like that.
Same at expos. The women promoters, I've got nothing against women models that want to be promoters, but surely if there's a woman promoter, you're going to talk to her regardless of the juice. I mean, as soon as she passes you over to the sales rep, you're going to lose interest. Because you're talking to the woman because it's the woman. You're not talking to her because she's promoting that. You know what I mean? I think using sexual advertisements advertise the sexual side of it rather than the actual product itself. Do you agree?
Well, it's a proven way of advertising, isn't it?
Well, that's why it's so popular, because it obviously works. But
yeah,
maybe it's just me. Maybe I ain't got enough testosterone or something. I don't know.
I mean, for me, we spoke about this a little bit before we went live, but for me, all my videos, when you look on my YouTube, I think the first 2 aren't, but the rest of my videos, there's none of me. It's all the product. Other than the fact I've got a face for radio, it's the fact that it's about the product. It's not about me. And as far as I'm concerned, I don't need to be in the picture. All I'm doing is giving
you have got a total different sort of reviewing style. I think there was a reviewer out. I think it was Darth Vapor, not the Darth Vapor we know, but I think it was called Darth Vapor, and he used to the same. You never saw his face; it was just all down camera time, and then he'd talk about it, tell us all his thoughts of that way, and that's sort of the way you do it, don't you?
Yeah, basically, yeah. As far as I'm concerned, I don't want to promote myself, and I don't want to push myself. And as far as I'm concerned, I'm doing a review on what I think of that product that I've brought and I've tried and I've tested. And if people like it, turn to vaping and stop smoking.
Big shout out to Big Ray and also Gareth Shrek Barker as well for donations. We are at 1,210. Thank you so much. And yes, I can sort of hear it like a Hoover, but it's gone now. It seems to keep going in and off.
Just send hi to Jenny. Hope you're doing all right. I don't know where you're at, if you're back yet or if you're still in, but yeah, just send him.
I think she's home now. Big love to Jenny. She's been really, really poorly. So yeah, big love to you. Yeah, it's that different style that you've got, and I think like what Flatcap's been saying quite a while. He's been saying that the new reviewers that are coming around have sort of changed things about. They're doing stuff a little bit different, and I think that's really good that you're getting that different sort of style. It's not time, camera, then off. You know what I mean? That some of them are doing it a little bit different. B-roll coming into it. I don't
I mean,
think...
the other thing as well is, like I said before, I'm only a hobby vapist. You know, throwing a few reviews out there, and I just use my smartphone. And with a smartphone, you're not going to get all the effects, and you're not going to get the ups and downs. It's just easier all round for me.
That's generally the best way, though. I always found that you get more of a fan respect if you've bought it and go, look, it's shite, do not buy it, or look, it's brilliant. You know what I mean? People kind of respect you more because they know you're not loyal to anybody. I genuinely miss where don't get me wrong, my wallet don't miss it, but I genuinely miss when I had to buy things because, and I used to love going, I bought this and it's his, because then people knew without a shadow of a doubt that actually that is his opinion. And even though my reviews still are genuinely my 100% opinion, and when it's not like the Vupa one, Vupa went, don't mention the Argus GT. So I went on camera and went, I'm not supposed to compare it to the Argus GT. You know what I mean? I point out that I'm not going to do that, but here's why I'm not going to do it. That's me to do it. So even when I do as I'm told, which is not very often, I point out that I'm doing as I'm told. But there's still that, there's something so sweet about going, I bought this and it's really good, or I bought this and it's shit. There's like a freedom. There's still that freedom when you're being sent it, but it just feels more freeing to know that people know.
The only problem I find is because I am the hobby reviewer, I generally watch reviews before I buy something. So if you look at my YouTube now, all of the videos, I like what I've got. And the problem is, because I'm watching the reviews first, I buy something that I know is good because I've been watching another reviewer. It's going to have to be me now moving on to the next step, not watching reviews, going out and buying something off the cuff to be able to, basically. Because at the moment, I'm only buying stuff that I know I'm going to like, which is that difference between a hobby vapist and a reviewer, I suppose. It's just something I'm going to have to move into.
That's actually an interesting question. Do you two watch, Gaz and Aidan, do you watch other reviews before you publish a review? Because I make it my purpose not to watch them. For the only reason is I don't want to subconsciously take on their opinion. And if
when I say no, I have done before. I have done before. Especially if there's something that, like menu-wise, I've looked through there and I'm thinking there's going to be something more to the menu. So I have checked other reviewers, stuff like menus, and if I can't do something right. I've even looked at certain wicking if I've had in trouble with wicking. I've done that because there's no point in doing a video or when you're trying to test it and you're not quite getting the wicking right. It doesn't matter, just because you're a reviewer doesn't mean that you should know everything.
Paul says he watches your reviews, Aidan, and then he copies what you say.
Paul McCartney, he does. He's my brother from another mother. I think it's his birthday tomorrow. So he's coming up in the next few days. So happy birthday, bro. I will be coming and giving you a snuggle. It's been a bit crappy as well because normally I would have seen him by now. So big love to my brother from another mother, Paul McCartney. Love you loads, bro. I watch Paul's just for the knuckles.
I do just want to point out as well. I didn't mean that as in because Matt watches reviews is anyway less. I was just wondering what other people's take on it. Because, like I say, I don't.
I think it's quite rewarding if you do your review, don't watch anyone else, and then you watch someone, and either you're on the same lines or you pick up things they didn't pick up. But if you watch it before, you are kind of cheating. But then if you're a consumer like Matt, you pretty much have been up until this point. No one can argue you for watching reviews before you buy something. It's just crazy. And there's vape stuff that I've bought that I haven't reviewed, that I've watched reviews before I bought it for the exact same reason. And then I've probably reviewed it. So it is what it is.
But like Aidan said as well, just because you're a reviewer doesn't mean you know everything. I mean, a good example of where Matt can strive, I might put a review up tomorrow, and then he might buy it and then go, well, I've noticed this. Other reviewers aren't saying this, but look. I mean, for example, when that's happened to me, I did the how to rebuild the Geek Vape. Shit, I can't remember what it were. And that's my highest watched video. But I noticed Mike Vapes outright said, no, I'm not slagging him off, but he said it can't be done. And I thought, well, yeah, it can, I've just done it. So that's just an example of just because someone's been around for a while doesn't mean they're going to be the most informal review in a way.
The other thing is like a lot of people look for a bargain or a deal, and you might pick something up that's a year old, and so you buy it because it's cheap, you review it, but you still get good views on it, and it still gets traction because other people are buying it at that time. There's a lot of people picking. I had that with the Watofo Warrior. That's done quite well at its review, but even though it's been out for nearly 2 years, so it doesn't really matter the age of a product. You still get the views.
Yeah, like I say, you're a reviewer. It doesn't mean that you know everything. It's just like some people ask you, well, what do you reckon to this device? And if you haven't reviewed it or haven't had it, you can't really tell them about the device, can you? You can't do everything. Right then, we're talking about tech. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, just so for Paul McCartney, sponsor of the 3 Men and a Vape show, the wonderful Rochford project. We will be doing the giveaway a little bit later on, so stick around for that. You get to win the 2 new flavours, which are absolutely gorgeous. Ali's dying to try and get his bottle.
Yeah, I've got so many bottles in this bag. Wait for me.
Watch this flat cap. Watch this. What were you doing, mate?
I'm trying to find one so I can show.
You trying to find it?
Where have you stuck it?
Well, where's he trying to get it from now? He looks like he's trying to grab a bull's sheep balls. That didn't even work.
Bullshit.
Bulls. Oh, what, mate? We've got a show going here. We're not just waiting for this.
Let me just check.
Wait.
Flat Cap's Tech Reports.
He had all that time just for you to show up and then
I went and put the bumper on when he did it. Okay, it is tech time, people. What have we got, Mr. Flatcap?
Right, I've got to be honest, it's a bit quiet this week. It is a bit quiet. So I'll just go through what I have got. But yeah, a bit of a weird week. Yes, there are some pods.
Well, they're all on holiday, aren't they?
Yeah, it is a bit quiet. It is Bill Richards, you're absolutely right. It pretty much is a pod report this week, but there is a few maybe interesting ones. Anyway, I'm going to start with one that I touched on a few weeks ago, the August Chaos RDTA. This is a 22mm RDTA. It only has a 2 mil capacity, but when I first showed it a good few weeks ago, I only had like one terrible photo. I now have this one.
Ooh.
Which I'm just going to leave there and wait for Harley to comment.
Harley's still digging around his thingy.
Harley's high on Monster Energy. Quite an interesting, unusual, crazy-looking deck going on here.
Yeah, it's quite hard to fathom on what's actually occurring.
Yeah,
I presume that's the left closest to is for filling. Is it single coil? Then it looks single. It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Single coil.
Single coil, dual pressure.
What's
We'll go
the
back
thing
to this
on
one.
the flipping right hand side?
You can see the blue bit at the top. Obviously, that's then flipped here. Yeah, this is what I don't get. I imagine this is something to do with filling.
It's the top cap that looks confusing.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, that's the fill port.
Yeah, but when I first saw that, I was like,
if you look at the top cap, the red.
Yes, exactly.
The red O-ring fits on top of it, so you'll push it down and fill.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's that other little bit? Obviously, you've got them two. Is that the chimney or what is it?
That's the drip tip.
Oh, right. No, I meant that other bit on the deck. You know, got your 2 posts and then that other little bit there on the left-hand side. What is that?
We think that is actually the fill port.
Ah.
Because it's an RDTA. We think that's the fill port. But it's a bit, you don't really see this very much. It's a top airflow as well. So if I go back to this one.
You're going to get an airlock when filling, Craig Campbell says. It does look a bit different, doesn't it? Yeah, fill port.
Yeah. So
that's got to go, take the top off.
I imagine so, yeah. I imagine so. Unscrew the top perhaps and then fill from there. And it obviously fills up the bottom reservoir, which is only 2 millimeters, but milliliters, but it's only a 22mm RDTA. So we don't see many mouth to lung RDTAs, do we?
No.
Right.
No.
I'll whiz through the pods. But first of all, we're going to start with a pod made from glass. A glass pod, folks. This is the E-Leaf glass pens, a 650 milliamp hour pod system. It takes the E-Leaf GTL coils. I have no idea about the actual. Oh no, it's a 1.8 milliliter capacity pod, but it's glass. It's a glass pod, and it has It has little chain, so you can flick the little.
I don't like
around,
that chain.
And it'll break, and it'll get caught on your trousers and drive you mad.
I don't like it.
But it is refillable, and it does take replaceable coils, so that's good.
What's the
Moving on.
battery? My battery.
650 milliamp hour.
Right.
Right, moving on to another one from eLeaf. eLeaf is starting to get back in the mix. This is the eLeaf, the eLeaf iStick 80, S80, sorry.
Ooh.
1800 milliamp hour device, up to 80 watts. Got a pretty much a 1-inch OLED screen. USB Type-C. The tank is called the G Zeno. I don't know what the diameter of the tank
Can you zoom
is.
in a little bit?
No, for some reason,
Oh.
it won't let me. Oh. Oh, no, it will. Sorry. It wouldn't let me for some reason. Yeah. So there is the device. I imagine it's probably a 25 millimeter tank because the device dimensions are on there. It's a 25.5, which I gather is. So I'm guessing it's probably a 25 mil tank. 3 mil capacity or 2 mil TPD, and it takes the GZ MTL coils.
Did you say it's Inikin? Did you say it's eLeaf? Yeah.
eLeaf
You can sort of tell it's eLeaf as well because that rose goldy colour or copper that they come out with, a lot of their mods come out like that. Type-C charging as well, 2 amp.
Yep, Type-C, yep, 2 amp.
Well, Pam Breatis just took what I was going to say. The reason I got eLeaf mixed up with Inikin is because my next question was going to be because the tank looks very much like the Slide, and Pam Breatis just beat me to it.
Reedy makes a good point. Mouth to lung drip tip at 80 watts.
Yeah, 80 watts with a mouth to lung tank. I mean, 1800 milliamp hours is a decent capacity as well with 80 watts. So yeah, you can pretty much stick any tank you want on that and get up to 80 watts. So a bit of an unusual tank to go with it. I was wondering whether they were going to bring out some different cores, but looking at the actual airflow holes, they're tiny. They're proper mouth to lung style, aren't they? So I doubt we're going to see it as a direct langer. But I just thought it was interesting to see something from eLeaf. They've been a bit quiet of late.
Yeah, they have, yeah.
Right, let's fly through the pods then quickly. The other pods. This is from iJoy. This is the iJoy. I nearly said areola.
Pud's nipple.
Yeah, yeah. It's the Aria, Araya. It's a 900 milliamp hour device, which I think is quite impressive for a device's size. It's got USB Type-C, but it only has up to 1 amp charge. It has 3 power settings up to 3.6 volts, and you get the little indicators there to say what setting you're on. The pods are, I think they're only like 1.8 mil capacity, but they're non-replaceable coils. They are what they are. Refillable but non-replaceable, which is a load of old trollop.
It just looks like the Me Pod, doesn't it?
Yeah. I imagine that's what it's very similar to. Yeah. Moving on to Kangatech.
Wow.
Kangatech with the V bar. This is a.
They did do the. So this must be.
Yeah, they've done.
The I-bar.
Bill says next. I'm trying, Bill, please. Honestly, it's a really quiet week for decent stuff. Really is. But I have got 1 or 2 nice little beauties, so we'll get on in a minute. Yeah, the V-Bar, 1000 milliamp hour. The pod has a 2 or 4 mil capacity, TPD, blah, blah, blah. It has 5 power levels up to 40 watts. It's like 15, 20, 25, and so on. You get a 0.3 and a 0.8 ohm mesh core. It only has a micro USB port, not USB Type-C. But Kangatech.
This is obviously the next one on from the I-bar.
Yeah.
Because they did a pod system called the I-bar.
I-bar. Vic says presses the next button on the gas remote control. I'm not doing tech anymore. Moving on to another one. This is from Vape. No information on this. Big thanks to John Palmer for sending me this picture, actually. So you can blame John Palmer. No, don't blame John. He's a lovely fella. This is the Lux PM40. Looks like it has adjustable airflow. Obviously, we'll probably take the GTX cores from Vape. And that is pods done apart from the pod mod.
So they're doing like the X-Ross as well with the airflow on the back.
Yeah, I'm looking at this as like the competition to the Aspire BP60.
Yeah,
it looks like it has that kind of shape to it.
It looks like they've hired as well the airflow, because obviously on the X-Ross, it was a little bit low, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. But it is weird that they've it used to be everything was Target PM something or other, Target this, but now they've put Lux on it, which is exactly what Vix just said.
Yeah.
Something from Famo Vape. This is the Zenyatta 200-watt device. Now I don't have much information on this at the minute, but it looks like it's possibly a dual 18650 with probably a 6 or 7 mil capacity. It doesn't look like you can adjust the airflow, but it looks like it has a display in the middle there, and it has a really happy face.
Oh.
Can you see the little buttons in the? Yeah, it looks really happy. Yeah. Right, let's do one or two good
I wonder
things.
if it'll have janky buttons like the Mate did.
I've never had a Famo Vape device.
Yeah, I got the Mate, the Magma Mate, I think it was, and the Magma box.
Craig and Vic both saying it's a clone of the Pasito. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, and the Artery Nugget and the Smock RPM 160. That's all of those. Right, let's do a mod from Aspire. Now, Aspire have been pretty busy flirting with other companies. This is the Aspire no-name Paradox mod. Ooh. It's a single 18650 made from zinc alloy, and the door keeps falling off the front.
Do you know, if you took the Aspire branding off it and asked me who made that, Aspire would be the last company I'd say. It does not look Aspire at all.
So has that got a door that shuts up on the screen and the fire button then?
Yeah, and I might get this. I might have this wrong, but I think when you close that door, you can use that door as the fire button. But then if you need to look at the display or make any adjustments, you take the little door off.
That's a corking idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a, like I say, it's a single 18650 up to 75 watts. It has a little OLED display, 2 amp type USB Type C charge as well. Wake up, Gav! Yes, a mod. Yeah, not loads and loads of information yet, but a mod, folks. So
yeah, don't open that trapdoor; it'll auto fire.
Yeah.
I quite like the look of that. That looks really nice. Wouldn't it be nice if it were a 21700?
It would be. I think it's a bit of a shame it's a single 18650, 75 watt max output. They've missed the trick there. But
yeah,
the
I like the look of it.
Like someone said, who was it? Someone said, Chroma R. Irishman. Yeah, it's similar style. Yeah, similar form factor. Right, last but not least, I have a mech. Now, I'm not sure about this mech. I'd heard of the original, and then I see this review from Will Jameson on EC Click. So this might already be out a little while, but the review's only just come out. This is from Hell Vape.
Ooh.
This is the version 2 to the Trishul. It's a 21700. It's got a hybrid connection up top, which is up to 26 millimeter. It does taper out to 27 mil at its widest point. And as always, people like to see the button because it's all about the button. So there's a picture of the button. It's a constant contact magnetic switch with looks like a massive copper contact on it as well.
Yeah.
I don't have any information on colors yet or anything like that, what's available or how much it costs or anything. But yeah, a mech, new mech from Hell Vape. I hadn't even heard of the original. I didn't even know Hell Vape made a mech in the first place.
No, me neither. Matt, do you use mechs?
Yeah, I'm on the mech life at the moment. But yeah, no, I do. It's only for home, really. I wouldn't take it to work and take it out and about. But yeah, no, I do use them.
Do you know what I'm going to do next week? Next week, I'm just going to go through because I've got all these in folders from each week. I'm just going to click on every single decent mod I've got and just show them. Just every week.
No, you've got to give it, mate. You've done absolutely fantastic. You've done absolutely fantastic. And that was the deals. Not the deals, that was the tech. I don't even know where I am now. That was the tech. Mate, the thing is, like you said, there's not loads coming out, and you've still got to show the pods, because some people do like the pods. And I think there was a nice plethora of things. Well done, buddy. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be doing the Rochford Project giveaway. The link also is coming up in chat if you want to get yourself some of these sexy bottles. But you've got a chance of winning 2 yourself. Right, on to the deals. We are at quart 2. So I will play your bumper. Harley's deals. Cashty, it's the deals in a week. Over to the Harley.
Hello. Right, so
Hello.
we're gonna start off with a nice simple starter kit for all you're trying to quit vaping. Because quit smoking. Because I imagine there's a lot of people on this show that wants to quit smoking. So I thought I'd include it.
Nice size battery on it though, 2,000 mAh battery.
Yeah, but like I said, it's the K4 Aspire kit. I'm pretty sure most of you know what it is, and you won't be that interested either way. But it is a nice little kit for someone that wants to quit smoking, and it's down from 38 quid down to 20 quid. So we'll move on.
Is there a picture of the pink one?
Doing any other pictures, I don't believe.
Oh, boo.
Bastards. I've got to apologise. Like I said, I've been really busy today, so my research is slacking. I would have found more pictures. The Apollo kit by Vape, 40 quid to 20 quid. There you go. Only the frosted amber, which is this one. Shall we see it? Is it good?
Wow, look at that.
No, it's frosted amber. Was you not listening?
It's like a dark bronzy poo brown.
Poo brown.
I'm sure you only come to put me down.
I quite like
no,
look at that.
It's not your fault. They've only got poo brown left. There's nothing wrong with it.
It only goes up to 20 watts, so it's another little starter kit for you. But 40 quid to 20 quid, 900 milliamp hour battery, waterproof, shockproof, dustproof, lightweight. What more can you ask for? That's a little starter kit. 115 millimeters, not 115 centimeters. That'd be a bit too big. That's how I measure my penis. Darling, it's 115 centimeters.
Centimeters, yes.
Swell mod by Vape. As we can tell, we're in love with Vape this week. £62 to £25. One available, and I did refresh this just before the show, so it should still be in. It's a gorgeous swamp green. Who thought of that name?
Not
What
bad
shall we
mod.
call that?
Green.
What shall we call that? Swamp green?
It's
Turd
like
brown.
it looks like Shrek's puke.
There's a little bit of diarrhea in as well, look at that.
Not a bad mod though, to be fair. The swell. Waterproof chip.
There you go. 188 watt down to 5 watt. 0.05 ohms, which is always nice to see a low resistance. Support dual 18650.
And also, if you've got a Kelpie already and you put it on top of this swell, then you have a Pud Puffs branded Swellpie, which is getting quite popular.
On the ignition, actually, I didn't even mean to include this. We discussed this before the show. You didn't answer it, and have you ever heard of this or seen it?
I've seen it before, yeah.
I've seen it about, but I've never heard of it.
I've not used it, so I couldn't tell you about it. Obviously, it looks like a key fob, doesn't it? Like what you'd have for your car.
Mate, can you imagine putting that on your key fob, right, and accidentally trying to vape on your actual key for your car?
Yeah.
It's good for people that aren't allowed to vape, I suppose. They can just pretend they've got a key fob. And it's got a whopping 500 milliamp hour battery. So, I mean, whew.
Yeah, it does look a bit pants.
But it's £10. Over to e-cig one, 35 quid down to £11.27. Galax pod kit.
Scalico.
The only colour that's available is S Rainbow, bastards, or S Volcano.
Does the S stand for psychedelic with an S? Because that rainbow colour was tripping me out then.
Yeah, off your noodle with that.
Yeah, man, I just like to stare at my mard.
Baby. Just in case there's anyone tripping right now. 2 mil, 1.2 ohms, 1,200 milliamp hour, 3 power levels. Also comes with 0.6 ohm coil. I think the problem with pods is there's nothing that pisses me off more than things that are samey. This is I've got an Aspire mod at the minute that looks the same as the Smok Scar 5 and the Vupu Drag X, and it just pisses me off that everyone copies everyone. The Angus by Nevox Mesh RDA kit.
Sorry, Harley. Keep
Okay.
buttoning in your bargains, mate. No, this is that square mesh idea. I've heard about this. I think Benny Vapes did a review on this. He quite liked it.
It's down from 35 quid to 12, 11.25, 27. It looks interesting. I'd like to play with it just to see what it can do, even though I'm not a fan of mesh rebuildables. You're sober. Come on.
I just want to play with it.
Yeah, I think it literally just has a mesh, like a very similar to the profile build deck on top, but it's just square.
I don't like mesh.
But I think it's a bit underpowered. Is it like 50 watts or something? I can't remember. It doesn't say low, medium, or high. There you go.
Yeah.
So
And
it doesn't
normally
have
when you've got them 3 levels, there's only about 2 watts between them.
yeah, it doesn't have
pointless.
mega high. It doesn't have mega high, so it's rubbish.
1,700 milliamp power. It's fairly decent for something that looks so small. Vaporesso pod stick. I'm sure one of you two have used this. You're in with Vaporesso, aren't you?
Yeah.
£22 down to £12.21. Why 21p? You're as bad as me with my 4p that I had last week. They're all the colours you can usually get, but we've only got black and silver. Black? Silver. 2 mil, 900 milliamp hour, 1.3 ohm or 0.6 ohm, 5 LED battery indicator. See, I've got more pods than anyone else this week. I'm making you look good, guys.
Thanks, mate.
That's the only reason I've done it, guys. I had loads of mods, but I thought I'd give you pods.
You see that
I got your
what you've got now, that's the 80 watt kit with the Mark tank. The Mark tank is absolutely brilliant. It goes up to 30 watts, the Mark tank, and you get some right vapor out of it. I've reviewed it. That kit is really, really good. How much is that?
Down from £50 to £17.85.
That is an absolute bargain. That Mark tank is really, really good. Like I said, 30 watt, all day long. Corking flavour and corking clouds.
Zoom in
Looks
again,
like a
Harley.
decent size as well.
When you zoomed in, I could hear the
sick.
whistling sound get loud, like ooh, and then when you zoomed out, it went ooh.
Yeah, it's him, innit? It is. It's you, Harley. I've been sat round here thinking it's down here, so it's you. It's your computer after all that water.
Gone yet?
Right, next one.
I've lost connection.
We're at 10-2.
Have I lost connection?
No, you're still here.
You still in?
Oh, you've all froze on mine. Your internet connection is unstable. Oh dear.
You still here?
Anyhow.
There's nothing wrong on my side. You're still
I'm
here.
sorry if I'm too loud.
No, you could.
I'm trying to talk quiet. I've moved my microphone up to my face. So
Right,
I'm
next
sounding
one.
Really deep.
Come on, son, it's
I'm
10-2.
next. That's it. We're done. It's just me next. I put the Aspire Sunbox mix on from £64 to £40 because it was really popular last time. I thought I'd give anyone that didn't get it another chance. The Dead Rabbit V2 RTA from £32 to £20 because it's a cracking device. RTA that. I'm still using mine, in fact. Smart Scorpio 5 pod kit, £27. I don't know what it were before. It don't tell you. Some random juice that's really nice, according to everyone.
Not bad for a tenner.
Yeah, first launch day and it's down £2 already. What's off for Next Mesh Pro, which is, and I haven't used. You've reviewed that Flat Cap?
That's a bargain, mate. Matt's on it as well now. Yeah, I mean, I don't know about what Matt's thoughts were, but I really enjoyed it. Well, actually, it'd be interesting to ask you, Harley. Sorry, Aidan, no, you want to kill anything. You have to stock the separate rebuildables in all the colours, don't you? It's not. That's one thing I didn't like about it.
Just 2 seconds, lads. For the giveaway, ladies and gentlemen, put Rascal in, and then we can get things started. Put Rascal in, and you get a chance to win 2 bottles of the wonderful Rochford Project. So stick Rascal in. Go for it, people. Right, carry on, lads.
Yeah. Huh?
The internal bit.
Oh dear. Yeah, so you got the rebuildable deck, which is a separate purchase, but it's in different colours, so you have to get the right colour to match your tank. So one of my thoughts was the fact that for shops that have got to buy these in for stock, they've got to buy all the coloured tanks, and then they've got to make sure they buy all the coloured rebuildables, but they might not sell all the rebuildables because not everyone wants the rebuildable. So I'm like, it's a bit of a shame they've done it that way.
It's the same with everything, isn't it? Same with bubble glasses. It's same with everything. In the brick and mortar shop, I do not stock any bubble glasses for the purposes of it's just a waste of my space.
Yeah.
Because you might stock 300 different bubble glasses and then no one will ever come in for one, for 299 of them. So it's just a waste of money and space and everything else. So I only do it online.
Yeah.
And because that's the case. Well, it's just wasting my space in my shop. And like I say, it's only a small shop.
Well, that's a bargain, though. To be fair, mate, because the dual coil I found is an absolute banger, and it's interesting. It's half mesh, half round wire. Sorry, Matt.
I started on that coil, and I tell you what, 3 weeks later, it still hadn't lost its flavour.
Still going.
Really good flavour, yeah. I've just moved on to the RBA deck. Actually, I was waiting for that one to burn out, but it just wasn't giving up. So I've moved on to the RTA just to give it a try, really. But yeah, I have done a review on that, and I really liked it. Yeah.
63 eligible users, last chance. I've not even had a beer. I'm on coffee. I promise you, I'm on coffee. Make sure I don't spill it all over my computer. I am on coffee.
As well as we'll also have the promo codes, which I'll give you a bit more info towards the end of the show. But that's it. That's your deal's done.
Thank you,
all right
brother.
this week.
Right
Well
then,
done, mate.
I want to set this up. Talk amongst yourselves. There is 64 eligible users. Obviously, if you have then spammed it more than once, it will kick you out. You can only put your name in once.
Roy Fletch thinks we should swap for a week, Harley.
No, I'm all right, thanks.
No, I don't fancy that.
You do a really shit job, but I do an even shitter job. I'm only joking. You do a really good job. I don't.
You
know why
both do a
everyone
really
calls
good
me
job.
pods.
Let me just get rid of terms
We
and conditions.
all have our ups and downs, don't we?
The problem is, if I did it, it'd be just pods and no else.
Some weeks it's cracking, and other weeks it is what it is. It's just quiet, you know. But to be fair, like I said, few people do send me stuff that has really helped me out. To be fair, send me stuff, guys. Go and sub to Rascal Reviews. Matty down here, very lovely chap, and he's just reviewed the Next Mess Pro Tank. So if you're interested in that, then go and check that out, guys. Be very nice.
Right then,
Support the man.
giveaway wheel. Let's put that up. Wizzly Wheel Mac Wheel, whoever that is. I'm trying to move it on the thingy. There's all your names. Right, we press the center. Good luck, everybody.
Who's gonna win?
Don't be. Full Moon's won again.
Full moon again.
And your name were in there for some reason.
My name. Oh yeah, damn it! I could have won.
Full Moon, you have won again, mate. There's nothing wrong with you winning again because you won about 3 weeks ago, so it's all done fair. Lovely. Well done, buddy.
Well done. He's probably just finished them 2 bottles as well.
Yeah. Well
Is that
done.
Sweet.
Come join us next week. You got a chance to win 2 or more bottles. Please don't start complaining.
It's a fix.
Fix, congratulations to Full Moon. Fix, you're right, Lee. I hope you're all right, buddy. See, I won my own farts. Congratulations. Right then. It's come to that time, isn't it? We're going to say us goodbyes. Matt, thanks so much, buddy. We've got 5 minutes, haven't we? But by the time we say us goodbyes, won't we? Because there is Benny Vapes after this. Make sure you get over and see Benny Vapes mixing show. Big love, Matt. Thanks so much for coming on, mate. I hope you've got a few more subs, and we're going to get you back on. It's going to be wonderful to see you grow. Say your goodbyes, Matt.
Cheerio. Thanks, everyone. Send over my page and give it a follow. I try my best. It's in early days, but you know.
Yeah, it takes time. It takes time, you know, and then to find how you want to do things as well. But mate, fair play to you. Well done for doing what you've done so far. You know, you've got the knowledge anyway, and you've done the influencing thing. So, you know what you're talking about. So, yeah, I wish you best luck, mate. And, yeah,
thanks a lot.
Thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
Just to let Vaping Mank on, I've actually ordered George Speedos, mate. They're on the way to my house, ready for me to send them over to you. We'll be doing that in the next couple of weeks. We will sort of when you're coming on. So me and Mank are going to be wearing Speedos in the aid of the Sober October. Just to give you a little update, we are at 1,210. Please share that link at the top if you can donate. If not, just share that link. And don't forget to look for today's vlog as well. Harley, say your goodbyes, mate.
Thanks, guys. It's been great as always. My internet does keep lagging. My internet does keep lagging. So if I cut off at any point, I'm sorry. The promo codes are valid from in about 2 minutes' time. For Free Men 25 will give you 20% off across the store, except from on sale items. Free Men 30 will give you 30% off e-liquid tomorrow, except from Chapter 1 because that's already on offer. So I think offers are already excluded. That's for you guys on replay. And you guys in chat can use it as well, obviously. Chat, you've been great. I love you lots. Thank you for coming and putting up with me and enjoying these free. You too, you've been ace. Matt, it's been a pleasure, mate. You've done awesome.
Yes, thanks.
I hope you've got plenty of subs to show it. Replay, guys, thank you. Spanners, it doesn't seem like you've had to do too much work tonight, so you've been able to enjoy the show for once. Everybody, love you all. Thank you.
Just to let you know, Ro, he didn't win last week. He won about a month back, so he's allowed to re-enter. It's only if it were the week before, so you can win twice, but it's if you won the week previous. You can't win on 2 bounces. I hope, Reedy, mate, I hope you're doing really well on your Sober October as well, and also Darth Vapor. Flat Cap, say your goodbyes, bro.
Well, thanks for having me for the really lovely show. No, first of all, thank you all the people watching us in replay world, wherever you might be. Thanks so much for watching us. Leave a comment. So Harley's busy next week. Very much appreciate you watching us in replay. Thanks everyone in chat. Thanks so much. Thank you to everyone that's going over to Rascal Reviews and supporting him and subscribing. Check out his reviews. Don't just sub. Go and watch a review and support him. And Matt, thanks so much for coming on. And guys, we'll see you all next week. Bye.
There's still 102 of you watching. Please, just on the way out, press that thumbs up button. Big shout out to Matt. Thank you so much for coming on, buddy. You've been a corking guest. Big love to Harley. Absolutely fantastic. Juice, well done, buddy. Big love to my mate, Flat Cap. Love you loads. Thank you so much to everybody in the chat. You do make this show. You mean the world to us. Thank you so much for supporting us week in, week out. Big love to all of you across the pond or wherever you are. Everybody on the catch-up, make sure you leave that comment down there so we can give you a big shout-out. You mean a lot to us as well. Don't forget to check the Sober October. If you can, donate. If you can't, just spread that link and show the love, people. Don't forget to check out my vlog. Sounds like I've had a beer already, and I ain't. My vlog tonight is going to be a good one. Big love, people. Look after yourselves, and we'll see you again. Good night.
Do.